Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready, set. Chop alert.
First down, they start out with Abanikanda. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Miami defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this crew ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
65, go!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll try and throw for it here. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Able to complete this into Tyler Conklin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
The first carry now Cook hit and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And now we won't see a play on first down. timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Achane to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They fake the handoff, now Tua. They'll swing this out wide, here's Achane. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 4. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Jets hit 4 and 6 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
60 by.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Tempo.
They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Next is 3rd and 4.
3rd down. Here's Abanikanda. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Come on.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Solo left side.
Now Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 66 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Jason Sanders.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now Achane on first and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Waddle, the motion man, right. Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In motion, Hill. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 42 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
2nd and 5. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cam Smith. Fighting his way through contact. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
After the turnover, it's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7.
45-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Up the middle, Achane. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
21G. All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's go.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Achane gets it from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. And now they're in the hurry-up.
49-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Turbo 3, kick.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Here we go. Check,
Jets, 1st down.
Ready.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this returnable for Hill.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce.
There he goes, left side.
Now he gets free up the left sideline. Tyreek Hill moving inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready? Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready, ready?
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready?
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Trucks over him. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
On the toss, Abanikanda.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Jets 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
First, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And they'll give this a chance. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. That's who is going to change things up.
21G.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So a victory here for the